welcome back, everyone, to another edition of All In Sports. It's your boy Lee Ice, and you see I got my crew to do. JC and BC, Jack Carr, PG's finest. What's going on, Jack?
All right, Lee, what's going on, man? Ready to chop it up? Got the Olympics, got baseball, we got all kind of stuff happening.
Oh, yeah, and we got the human Google. Should we just change your name to HG instead of BC?
We might have to do that. It's starting to grow on me.
The human Google, y'all, BC, man. What's going on, man?
Not much, baby. Just trying to make it do what it do, baby.
And always the hardest working man in the business since James Brown. The big dog hill, bark, bark, bark. Make some noise, man.
I ain't got time to make noise today.
Oh, man. You know what? I'm working on that Tide endorsement, so I'm working on that for you.
Hey, Clear Productions Entertainment Night has expanded. So starting in September, you're going to get some black belt theater. Yeah, some kung fu action, more Ultraman. And guess what? We got a new surprise for you. Fat Albert. That's right. On Clear Productions Entertainment Night on
Wednesday. Go ahead. Are you serious? Hey.
Yep.
Oh, man. Oh, man. One of my favorites. If not my favorite cartoon.
Me too.
Me and all the fellas.
Man.
Hanging in the schoolyard.
So check it out Wednesday night. Clear Productions.
I can watch Fat Albert all day. And I'm not playing. I'm not lying when I said I love me some Fat Albert. Hey, man, let's thank everybody for tuning in to last week's show. Thank everybody for tuning in this week's show. Like I always say, I hope we can entertain y'all doing what we're going through. You know, I don't say the word, but you know what I'm telling you. What I'm going to tell them, Jack. See if you always listen.
You're going to tell them it don't matter.
I'm going to tell them protect themselves and their family the best way you know how. Y'all ready to get things rolling?
Yes.
Jack? Because it's the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will
ever do it.
You know what? I'm putting both of y'all in the corner after the show. All right? Yeah. Are y'all ready to get things started?
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What do y'all have?
I got a little something here. I'm sorry, man. I'm messing with you, dog.
Let's go. Bring it up. All right, y'all know what's first on the agenda. It's called the All-In State of Union, brought to you by the best there is, the best there was, he's the best that ever done it. His name is Hill. What do we call him, Jack?
I'm the big dog. Woo, woo.
All right, tell him what's going on, big dog.
How did the four big sports leagues make their money in 2023? The NFL grossed $18.7 billion last year, and 66% of that came from ticket sales. No, national media. That means that national media contract, Fox, ESPN, ABC, NBC, Amazon, all them jokers, it contributed to that. Baseball made 10.9, and they're all from, and 31% of that has ticket sales. The NBA made 10.8 billion, and there came from the national media deal too, 41% of that. The NHL made 6.8 billion, and that comes just from 44% of ticket sales, Lee Ice. How you feel?
Well, we know who the king was. We all no surprise by that. I am surprised at how the NBA makes money, man, because who's watching? Because the ratings are down every year.
Yeah. Hey, Lee Ice.
Yes, sir.
Besides Don King, this man's voice matters a lot in professional boxing. He officially announced his retirement this week, and a lot of people hate him. You're probably one of them. Larry Merchant. He retired completely from boxing this week. And he announced his top 10 all-time heavyweights. You ready for the list? Here we go.
Yes.
At number 10, Joe Frazier. At number 9, George Foreman. At number 8, Mike Tyson. Number 7, Evander Holyfield. Number 6, Jack Dempsey. Number 5, Rocky Marciano. Number 4, Lennox Lewis. Number 3, Joe Louis. Number 2, Larry Holmes. And number 1, the greatest of all time, Muhammad Ali.
He doesn't have oh God. My man.
Heavyweights only, the Ice. Those heavyweights only.
The guy that beat man, can't think of the name.
You talking
The name of the
about the Klitschko's?
No. Back in the way back in the day, James Earl Jones played him in the movie. What's his name? The black, the great white hope. Huh?
Oh,
No.
Barry Cooney?
No.
Come on, Sugar Ray Robinson?
No. Oh man, the bald head black guy from back in the day.
Ernie
Jack
Shavers?
Johnson?
Jack Johnson, yeah, Jack Johnson.
He said his time, the ice, not before.
Oh, his time. Oh, Jack Dempsey was his time?
Yeah.
Yeah, Larry Mitchell must be 100 years old.
Every time we
Russell's
talk about
85
boxing,
years old,
somebody
buddy.
bring up
85,
Rocky
97 years
Marciano.
old.
Okay.
Hey. The ice.
Yes, sir.
The Jaguars signed Calais Campbell to a $76.5 million extension. How you feel?
What? Clarence Campbell about my age, ain't he?
Yeah. 49ers fully intend to keep Brandon Ayuk, but Brandon Ayuk said he doesn't want to play there now. How you feel?
Yeah.
When that check get made, he'll be okay with it.
The WNBA All-Star Game draw 3.44 million views to set a WNBA televised record. How you feel?
I'm happy to be a part of that. I loved it. Every minute of it.
Canelo Alvarez is finalizing a fight deal with Belongar. I might be saying his name wrong. Belongar is the number 5 middleweight in the world. How you feel?
Canelo just out here fighting anybody that wants to get paid.
And he'd still get paid. Yeah, pretty much.
That's all right.
NBC TV deal. Amazon joins NBC and ESPN and ABC for the NBA deal. But Time Warner is suing the NBA, saying it was unfair because they matched the deal, Amazon's deal, and didn't get a fair shot. How you feel?
Or the kicker is that the NBA is saying that the Time Warner deal doesn't give them the exposure they would get for Amazon, and that's why they're rejecting the deal.
Rodgers was fine, but says he's good. Jets coach, great. How you feel?
Egypt, baby. The motherland.
Lamar Jackson's only practiced out of 4 days, 1 day. Say he's sick. How you feel?
He always sick. He has like at least 2 to 3 sick days every year.
And it's hot in Maryland, so I don't want to be out in that damn heat.
Maybe he had some bad crabs.
Caesar throws a second no-hitter in Padres history. How you feel against the Nationals?
That was a great game, man.
Great performance.
Okay, that's how you feel. That's nothing to say about that.
It was awesome.
Oh, I'm born today.
Phillies
Phillies
Don't
get
forget about the WNBA.
2023
$2.2 billion.
All-Star Hayes and trade with O's. How you feel?
That was a good deal for the Phillies because they need an outfielder, and the Orioles need pitching.
The team that shot up the Super Bowl parade has been sentenced.
What'd he get?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he got more than 25 years.
Okay.
Peppers. D-back Peppers signs a 3-year deal with the Patriots. How you feel?
The Patriots been signing weird deals all season. This whole off season.
University of Georgia wide receiver Thompson is charged with family violence.
What?
Don't
Georgia's had an interesting off
Even
season.
though I was in law enforcement, I still never heard that. I thought it was always domestic. It was considered family.
It may have been like a sibling or something like that. Does that matter in the case?
It's usually always considered as a domestic if it's inside the house in the family.
No, domestic's always family. It don't have to be inside the house.
You know, I meant to say in family, but yeah, I've never heard that title either.
Yeah. Daniel said he's okay to compete for Commander's starting job.
Ready.
He's competing, but not competing, but kind of competing, but it ain't really competing, but he's competing.
Before we go to break the ice, USA Today let out their top broadcast teams for the NFL this year. And I disagree with the number 1 team already. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman have not been the same since they left Fox. I think they're terrible on ESPN. Number 2 is Jim Nantz and Tony Romo. I think they need to be lower because Tony Romo don't know how to shut up. Meanwhile, Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit, they are the worst one out of this whole group, in my opinion. They're number 3, Lee Ice. Hey, Mike Tirico and Chris Collinsworth, number 4. Number 5, Kevin Burkhardt and Tom Brady. I think they might be number 9. They might be down to the bottom 2. I already heard Tom Brady in the UFL championship game. He sounded horrible. Hey,
how the hell is they number 5? They ain't Tom
hey,
Brady.
Joe
even
Davis.
started him.
I think this is the number 1 team. Joe Davis and Greg Olsen.
Yes.
I like them.
Yes.
Count
Yes.
I think this should be
Count
number 2. But I don't like Charles Davis. But Iron Eagle and Charles Davis. And
He
number
is not
9,
like Charles
and number
Davis.
8, Adam Meyer and Mark Schlereth. They're actually sneaky good. Believe it or
Yes.
not, I like them.
Schlereth is great.
Yeah. Hey, at number 8 and 9 is Kevin Harlan and Trent Green. They're actually sneaky good. And the last one, and about not least, Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma.
Kind
Leon,
of sneaky good too.
before
Yes,
we
sir.
go to commercial break,
Yo,
Nolan Ryan, J.R. Richards, Akeem Olajuwon, the Houston Dynamo, the Houston Roughnecks, the Rockets, all of them. The Houston Texans go to the Hall of Fame to take on the Bears this Thursday at 8 o'clock on ABC ESPN. Take us commercial break.
football is around the corner, y'all. We'll be right back. All in sports, JCBC, ICE, and the big dog. Holla at your boys. We'll be right back.
I need you to look into this file for me. What's wrong? It looks like you got something on your mind.
Man, I got a wedding, graduation, and cookout this month. I need a quality production team.
Call my guy.
Clip Productions Entertainment Group now. A wedding, a graduation, and a cookout this month. I got you, man. You have a great day. Boss man, I got a wedding, a graduation, and a cookout this month. I need some kind of venue to hang out for me.
I got 3 different venues we can look at, and I can also call Anthony to do the graphic work.
Let's check with the client and see if we can do a website to do their RSVPs for the cookout and the graduation.
And I'll get with Michelle to get the promotional team and the production team ready.
And I can get with Sue to get the bands, the rappers, and the comedians.
What about we put them on until the smoke clears television show, and we can get them on a radio lineup for if the smoke clears.
And then I can light up a cigar.
Not just yet. Let's get the DJs, photographers, and videographers. Now you can light up.
Let me get it.
Skip, you have a phone call from the CEO of XO7 Entertainment.
Three stages. In stage 1, all the beautiful words and actions appear. There are no problems, and everything is going well. This is the time when both partners feel energetic and excited about the future. Stage 2 is where the difficulty begins. You start to notice each other's imperfections and argue about even the smallest, most trivial things. At this point, some couples may feel disheartened and consider giving up. However, this stage can be overcome if both partners are willing to work through the issues together. It's in this stage that the foundation of understanding and compromise begins to form. Then there's stage 3, the most beautiful stage. This is where real love emerges. You have learned to solve problems without shouting or arguing. You understand how to treat each other with respect and compassion. You recognize each other's strengths and vulnerabilities, and your bond deepens as you grow together. This is where you truly get to know and appreciate the depths of your love. If you agree with me, type
Leonidas,
Yeah.
who's that? You better find out. You better know who he is, because he'll kill you. That's
So
Anthony Hopkins. Signs of
Oh.
the Rams. Oh, you
I
can
thought that's who that was. Oh, man. I was about to say that.
Hold on, let me do thanks. I want to thank Frank, Sandra, and Sue. I know y'all always saying something about my little when we come back from break. Y'all like it when we come back from break, the little things I do. Appreciate it. Back to you, Leatis.
That one caught me off guard. I was like, we're doing relationships now, huh? Okay, that's good
I
though.
got something else a little deeper than that when we come back next break.
No, when it started, I was like, yo, that sounds like Silence of the Lambs, but I didn't want to say nothing.
Clarice, do you hear the line? Fine. All right, let me go. All right, y'all. MLB just had their All-Star game. Ugly, 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 ugly uniforms. Just irritated the hell out of me. So we pretty much halfway past the season. How do y'all see the season playing out? Teams that's in front, do you see them staying in front? MVP leaders, do you see them keep going? I want to hear from both of y'all. Y'all break this down. Who wants to do the NL?
I'm doing the NL. All right, so
Talk to me
basically
quick.
right now, the Phillies, Brewers, and the Dodgers have commanding leads in the divisions. The wild card is going to be up in the air because everybody's so close. But to me, I think the team to watch right now is the New York Mets. The Mets have found something. Jose Iglesias is their shortstop / third baseman / second baseman. But he made a song, OMG. He's a Latin singer. And for some reason, somehow, some way, this kind of brought this team together. So I think they're going to be dangerous coming down the stretch. They've tied the Braves for the first spot in the wild card. So I think they're going to be one of the top teams to worry about. And I also think the Cardinals, because they're starting to hit as well, they're going to be a problem. But I think the commanding teams in this thing is going to be the Phillies and the Dodgers. So I think it's going to come down to those two teams. In terms of Cy Young, I think it's between Zach Wheeler and and Chris Sale. I don't know why I had to think about that.
I don't forget
they're the
about
two
Gaines.
most dominant pitchers right there and right now on that side. And the MVP, Shohei is just doing Shohei things. So Shohei, ho, however you want to do it, baby. But that's how I see the NL going right now.
So,
Go ahead, Jack.
Hey.
Exactly.
Yeah, and over in the AL East, here in Baltimore, the O's haven't been doing too great lately. They're struggling. They were 4-6 in the last 10, but they still got a 2-game lead because the whole AL East has kind of not been doing well the past 10 days. They're all 4-6. I think Tampa Bay's 5-5. So that whole division hasn't done much to threaten Baltimore during their little bit of a dip. But I see Baltimore getting back out of this. They made some new acquisitions. They traded Austin Hayes to Philly, picked up relief pitcher Dominguez, who I think could help. But the trade I like is when they picked up Zach Eflin from Tampa Bay. I don't think we let too much go to get him. They weren't none of our top prospects. They were 17, 18 ranked in our organization, something like that. So I like it. I think Santander and Mullins may be next. One of them two may be next in another mix to try to bring more pitching to Baltimore. Over in the AL Central, Cleveland's hanging on. You know, they're a surprise to me to be a division leader. They're 5 games up still. But the Royals, you know, I think the Royals have been playing good ball lately. They're going to make a good fight for a wild card with Bobby Witt. He has been on fire these last 10 days to put his name up there in the MVP race higher than it was. Over in the NL East, Phillies haven't been doing too great, but they still got a 9-game lead. Mets been hot, but I just don't think they got enough to continue the way they've been playing. I
What's
like
your thoughts on the AL West?
Say again?
The AL West. What's your thoughts on that?
Thoughts on the AL West?
Yeah.
The Astros up 1 game. Rangers getting hot at the right time. I think the Rangers are going to continue to be in the mix to possibly fight for a division. They're what? I think they're 4 games off.
Yeah, something like that.
And it's early. It's early. So I like Texas in the AL West from jump. So they've had some injuries, and I think Texas is getting back in the mix now. And oh, that's right. I skipped from that and went to the NL, man. I'm just ready to roll. So that's what I think about that. And as far as MVP, it's hard with Judge putting up the numbers he is. It makes Bobby Witt, what he's doing doesn't look that good. But Witt's 344, 18 homers, 70 RBIs, 23 stolen bases. That's something somebody would think would be MVP worthy. But what Judge is doing with all the homers and the RBIs numbers he had before the All-Star break, and what him and Juan Soto are doing over there in New York, I think it's going to be hard to beat Aaron Judge if he continues this caliber of play. So over on the Cy Young, Scooble, he's probably my leading guy for the Cy Young, but I would love to see Burns get it. Orioles probably haven't had a Cy Young since the 70s. I think Palmer might have been the last Cy Young the Orioles had. I may be mistaken. No, I think
who's coming
Flanagan?
out?
I think Flanagan was
Mike
last.
Mike Flanagan?
No,
Okay.
Messina.
Mike Messina.
Mike Messina.
But
Right.
he got it with the Yankees, though, didn't he? He won one with the Orioles?
I'll fact check it. Go ahead. Keep going, guys.
I know Moose never got a 20-game season with the Orioles, so I don't remember him getting a Cy. But we would look into that. I think we got our man on it now. So,
All right, who represents the AL, the American League, in the World Series?
Baltimore. It's
Man,
going to
you
come out.
sick.
Whoever
Astros,
represents
bro.
the AL,
Astros or the Rangers, man. Baltimore ain't getting out of nowhere, man. Baltimore suck.
whoever represents the AL in the World Series is coming out of the AL East. It's Baltimore
No.
and New York.
No and no and no. The AL
Somehow
East
you really
don't have
did.
no pitching. No pitching
They
at
both
all.
got
Hey,
Compared to the rest
sorry,
of
Jack.
them.
Hey, Jack.
Yes,
You
sir.
you don't know, Jack.
They
Houston is the big dogs team, so you don't worry about
No,
this.
I'm
You're
going
fighting the
by
uphill battle.
somebody that had played on 2 professional teams in the major leagues. So I'm telling you, the Astros or the Texans, the Rangers are going to come out.
Rangers got to make it first. I mean, I think
they're gonna make
they're
it.
going,
Seattle
I
about to
think they're
choke.
going in the right direction. But I'm telling you, New York and Baltimore got too much offense for them teams. Too much.
Ain't got no pitching.
BC.
It's coming.
Is
Yeah,
my
it takes
man
a lot of
Bryce? Is my man Bryce gonna play in the World Series?
They hope so. I mean, they need to. Philly, the city, the state of Philadelphia or the state of Pennsylvania has been runner-ups in pretty much every league the last 2 years. So they need something to happen to break through. I mean, this is their best chance. With Ranger Suarez and Zach Wheeler and company playing well, we'll see what happens, man.
The ice. Take me across
Yes, sir. All right, y'all. We gotta go to a break. When we coming back, hey man, 2 quarterbacks in the NFL just got. We're gonna talk about that when we come back. Watching All In Sports BC, the human Google. Jack Cobb, PG's finest in the Big Dog Hill. I'm Lee Ice. We'll be right back.
Nas ain't got a lot of people with him, but he got a lot of people with him, if you know what I mean. And I'm seeing him and I'm knowing, because I'm a gangbang. I'm seeing with their hands on their guns. I step away from him. Him and Nas right here, boom. Nas like, what's up, Pac? Man, I love your music. I'm a fan. That's what Pac say. If you a fan, I diss you Jay-Z, Biggie, he named off a gang of them. I dissed all you on the song. And if you a fan and you ain't got no beef, don't say nothing. And Nas said, I love you. I never dish you. He shook his hand and he hugged him. And when he walked off, Pac said, yeah, I punked it. In my mind, I was like, nah, he let us slide. But
Lee Ice.
Yeah.
That's Snoop Dogg talking about Nas and Pops.
Yeah, when he was in
face to face.
Yeah.
Back to you.
Speaking of beef, did y'all see the Raiders making fun of Pat Mahomes? Did y'all see that?
With Kermit the Frog?
With Kermit the Frog?
No, I did not.
Oh, you got
I saw that. The big dog tagged us in it. But I loved his response. Yeah. His response was ice cold.
Who, Mahomes or Andy Reid?
Mahomes.
What did he say again?
He was just kind of like, yeah, we'll see. Like, they were like, is it going to motivate you, blah, blah, blah. He was like, we'll see. There's a place for this. And he just kind of just played it off. It was so nonchalant. It was almost like
I saw his face, but I couldn't pick up what he was saying. But I like Andy Reid.
Serial killer, like but I know too.
I like Andy Reid's response. Andy Reid's response was cool too. So it was something like, yeah, they play with puppets. We play in Super Bowls or something like that.
Yes, sir.
That was it. Speaking of quarterbacks, 2 just got paid. Was it? And it wasn't even Friday night. What's the name of that song? Friday night.
Just got paid Friday night. Yes.
Yeah. So it was Friday. Come to think about it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's during the day, not Friday night.
So Tua and Big Dog's boy, Jordan Love, both got paid. What y'all think about well, I hate saying do they deserve it, but I can understand both of them getting their money. Tua put in the work. Each got, 4 years? 20?
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Love, I mean, based off of last year, you got to pay him because his stuff is coming up. So,
well, no, you gotta put in on the investment. You invested 3 years of him sitting on the bench to be your starter. So for him to get to this point and you not pay him like a starter, then you're basically saying that what we did the 3 years before and letting him sit behind Aaron was for a waste of our time. So that's why this makes sense. And I said it to somebody, I don't know if it was one of you guys or not, but like the QB market is more about if the QB can play QB, then we got to pay him, no matter what the amount is. The amount doesn't matter. And if you look at Jordan Love's contract, his contract is probably top of the market right now. But in 2 years, he's probably going to be 8th or 9th or 10th because of everybody else that's coming up behind him. So this is a good investment. This is the part where, if you're a Commanders fan, the Kirk Cousins deal that he originally wanted would have made sense, but people didn't want to understand that. This is forward-thinking football, not thinking backwards. And I think the Cowboys messed themselves up.
I get it. I was just saying Tua has a better body of work. I'm just saying he has 4 seasons.
Totally agree.
Mean, I don't think Jordan Love, with his performance last year, I don't think it was a fluke. I think he's a real deal. Mm-hmm. But like you said, is it? And so it opens the door for Dak.
Yeah.
And the Cowboys. I think this is Dak's last year with the Cowboys.
I agree.
I watched the interview with him, and I watched the interview with Jerry. I just don't see. I think this is his last year. I mean,
if this is his last year, then where do
I'm not giving him another big contract. He's going to the Raiders.
Not that. But where do the Cowboys go? Like, this is the question. This is why we brought this topic up. Because the question is, when you walk away from a quarterback that's mediocre, where do you go? Because now you got to get back in line to either get you a young starter or pick up somebody that's on the market.
I think they have someone already there.
To the market. Say that again.
I think they have somebody already there. You made a trade for Trey Lance. Okay, it ain't gonna cost you nothing. Did
you see Trey Lance last practice?
I can say Cooper Rush too. I mean, I'm not gonna pay $60 million for mediocrity. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna do it. You gave him the money the last time. What did he? He can't even get you out the second round of the playoffs. So you got me once, you're not gonna get me twice. That's how I feel.
I think the Cowboys, who wouldn't want to be the quarterback of the Cowboys? You know, they can bring another quarterback in, I'm sure. I'm not sure whose contracts are going to be free agents next year that would be available for possibility of Cowboys picking up. But who wouldn't want to be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys? You know, I'm not saying that as a Cowboy fan, but it's just the way it is. They're the biggest market in NFL. And that was built up.
But that's not the question. The question is what team's going to walk away from their quarterback?
What are they walking away from?
But,
that's what I'm. What
are you walking away from?
If they walk away from, you're not walking away from a Super Bowl winning quarterback. You're not even walking away from a conference championship quarterback. You're walking away from a guy that can't get you out the second round.
See, this is that narrative that sports media brings out. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? You're talking about a guy that gives you 12-4.
I'll tell you what you're not doing. I'll tell you what you're not doing.
But it's 12-4 for 3 straight years. He gets you to the second round. Even if he gets you to the second round in the playoffs, you're gonna cut bait with that, and then what you gonna do? You're gonna risk it on some kid that you've never seen play?
I am.
So you're gonna draft either a rookie.
I'm not gonna keep throwing.
Think about what the Cowboys will draft. The Cowboys gonna draft 20 to 25. And they got to sell their future to order to get into the top 10 to draft a quarterback of note.
That's why scouts get paid. Okay? Do your job, find me a quarterback. Dak was a fourth round pick. Dak was a fourth round pick, right?
Yeah, he was.
Fourth round pick, right? Okay. Kirk Cousins was a fourth round pick.
Okay.
So you can find a quarterback. You can bait out there.
What Spurgeon win? Spurgeon Wynn was the fourth round quarterback.
I think the Cowboys are gonna lock up.
What was Chris Hakel? Chris Hakel was a 6th round pick. What are you talking about here?
I paid you once, Dak. You're not getting me again, brother.
Correct.
No,
correct.
You're not getting me again.
Extended him once, got nothing out of it.
Yeah, ain't got nothing.
And then
Nathan.
They're gonna lock up Parsons and Lamb before they lock up Dak, and I think that would be the best move for the Cowboys.
All right. So here's a question for you guys. I got a trivia question for you guys. The last 7 years, there are 2 teams that have had 7 different starting quarterbacks going into the regular season. Do you know those 2 teams are?
I know one of them.
Washington.
Washington is one. The other team is the Indianapolis Colts.
Yes,
this will be the first year the Colts will have a repeat starter. So as you guys say, let's walk away from that. Think about where you were.
4-yard touchdown run in. They made it 27-24. Buffalo had a chance with a minute 55 left. Wide right again. Famous word of Buffalo. Kansas City onside kick was unsuccessful. And the San Francisco 49ers were chalked. That's right. All in football. 2 weeks. Not you.
So a plug
Dak's going to get his money. But if I'm Jerry, I'm not paying him no more. God, bye. I'm not paying. And he's 30, so no, man. I done gave you your bag. I'm not giving you another bag. You know, I'd rather start from scratch. You know what I'm saying? It's Dallas, like Jack said. Somebody's going to want to be the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. So, you know.
Yeah, but who? You keep saying
somebody,
but who's somebody?
No, it ain't go. All right, before we get out of here. Brock Purdy, does he get the bag next year?
Yes.
Yeah.
And see, I'm paying Brock Purdy. You know why? You know why I'm paying Brock? Because he got me to a Super Bowl and he got me to a conference championship.
That Ray Cerrone treat, Brock Purdy.
What? Yes, I'm paying Brock Purdy.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what he did. I'm paying him. He has done something that can't do or has yet to
But is he doing that or is that the team?
Don't
like,
matter.
people kill me when they say that. The team is better. Never mind.
Yo, we got to go?
Yeah, and Toronto Organized got the baby blues on tonight.
Oh, okay. The top and the bottom or just the top?
Just the top and the helmet.
Okay.
And the helmet.
All right, y'all, big dogs, we got to get up out of here. Like Jerry going to tell that. Whether you like it or don't like it, learn and love it. It's the best thing going all in sports for the human Google HG. And for PG County's finest, Jack Carr, And for the big dog, hey man, I'm still working on that Tide endorsement. And I'm Lee Ice. This is All in Sports. We see y'all next week, man. Peace.